Welcome, children. We continue with our exercise 9.2, and last time we had done up to 14. So now today we begin with a question 15. Question 15 says, if a raised to n plus b raised to n upon a raised to n minus 1 plus b raised to n minus 1 is arithmetic mean between a and b, then find the value of n which is there over here. Okay, now a raised to n plus b raised to n upon a raised to n minus 1 plus b raised to n minus 1, this entire term is a geometric mean of a and b. Okay, now is an arithmetic mean of a and b. Now arithmetic mean means average also. Okay, so average of a and b will be what? A plus b upon 2. There are two numbers a and b, so we add them and we divide by the total numbers, that is 1 and 2, so it is divided by 2. Now to solve further, I want to calculate the value of n which is used here. So I cross multiply the terms over there. So 2 cross multiplies with a raised to n and plus 2 into b raised to n. That is equal to, now I have one bracket as a plus b which was over here, and that is cross multiplied with a raised to n minus 1 and plus b raised to n minus 1. So I have the two brackets to be multiplied over here. This is so very simple. 2 into a raised to n plus 2 into b raised to n is very simple. We just cross multiplied 2 with both the terms here. Now let us multiply the two brackets which we have over here. So first I take a and I multiply to both the terms. So a multiplied by a raised to n minus 1. A means power is going to be 1 over here. So if it is a raised to m into a raised to n, it is a raised to m plus n. So 1 plus n minus 1. So plus 1 and minus 1 will cancel and I am left out with a raised to n. Then I multiply a with b raised to n minus 1. So nothing will get solved. So a into b raised to n minus 1. Now I multiply b, the second term, with both the terms in the bracket. So b into a raised to n minus 1, nothing to be solved further. And then b to be multiplied to b raised to n minus 1. Only b means b raised to 1 and 1 plus n minus 1. So plus 1 and minus 1 will cancel and I have b raised to n. Now what I further do is, this a raised to n, I bring from right, I bring it to the left. So 2a raised to n and this plus a raised to n comes here and becomes minus a raised to n. So 2a raised to n minus a raised to n plus this 2b raised to n and this plus b raised to n, I bring it to the left. It becomes minus b raised to n and that is equal to a into b raised to n minus 1 plus b into a raised to n minus 1. Now 2 minus 1 is going to be 1. So a raised to n plus b raised to n. Okay, and that is equal to a into some b raised to n minus 1 plus b into a raised to n minus 1. Now what I do is, I bring one of the term from right hand side to the left and this b raised to n from left I move it to the right hand side. So a raised to n I kept it here only and this last term b into a raised to n minus 1 from right I bring it to the left over here. So a raised to n minus b into a raised to n. Same way, now this term I kept it here only, a into b raised to n minus 1, I kept it here only. This plus b raised to n, I transfer it to the side over here, that is minus b raised to n. Now, what is common to both the terms? This is a raised to n and a raised to n minus 1. So the smaller term is a raised to n minus 1. So therefore, a raised to n minus 1 is common from both the terms, and from here a remains and from here b remains. So a minus b. Same way over here, from both the terms b रेज टू n माइनस वन इज कॉमन इन बोथ, तो यहाँ से a बचेगा और यहाँ पे एक एक्स्ट्रा b बचेगा, तो a माइनस b. This a minus b cancels on both the sides, and therefore I have a raised to n minus 1 upon b raised to n minus 1, and that is equal to 1. This n minus 1 का जो पावर है मैं वो कॉमन ले लूँगी, तो आई राइट इट एज a upon b the whole raised to n minus 1, and this answer was just 1. तो I write it as a upon b the whole raised to 0, because anything raised to 0 is always going to be 1. So to make the base terms similar, here I had a upon b. So here also I write a upon b the whole raised to 0, which would be equal to 1. So now bases are same in both the sides. So if bases are same, then by law of indices, compare the indices. So n minus 1 is equal to 0. This power here is n minus 1. Here it is 0. So n minus 1 is 0. That means n is equal to 1. Let's go to the next question. Now, next question is between 1 and 31. So there are two numbers to be considered, 1 and 31. Between 1 and 31, m members have to be inserted. तो 1 और 31 के बीच में m numbers आपको अंदर insert करने हैं in such a way that the resulting sequence is an arithmetic progression, and the ratio of 7th term and m minus 1th term is 5:9. Then find the value of m. So it's a long thing. Let us now in a better way understand the question. मुझे 1 और 31 दोनों के बीच में m नंबर्स अंदर इंसर्ट करने हैं. तो आई विल से लेट a1, a2, a3 up to am be the m numbers which I am going to write between 1 and 31, which I will write between 1 and 31. तो the resulting sequence, तो जो रिजल्टिंग सीक्वेंस है वो कैसे बनेगी, 1 और 31 उनके बीच में मुझे लिखना है a1, a2, a3 अप टू am. तो m टर्म्स आई इंट्रोड्यूस्ड बिटवीन 1 and 31. तो m टर्म्स तो मैंने अंदर ऐड किया, और ये वाले दो टर्म्स 1 और 31, तो टोटल हमारे पास कितने टर्म्स हो गए, तो टोटल हमारे पास m प्लस 2 टर्म्स हो गए. a1, a2, a3 अप टू am तो हमने 1 और 31 के बीच में डाले, तो a1, a2, a3 मिलाकर m टर्म्स तो वो खुद है, और ये एक और आखिरी वाला एक, तो 2, तो m और दूसरे 2, तो टोटल देयर आर m प्लस 2 टर्म्स. नाउ अगर हम देखें तो ये जो सीक्वेंस बनी है 1, a1, a2, a3, am and 31, the question says that this sequence is an arithmetic progression. It is an arithmetic progression. अच्छा, अब कॉमन डिफरेंस को सपोज हम d कह देते हैं, we symbolize the common difference by d. The first term of the sequence वो हमें पता है, तो a is equal to 1, and the last term of the sequence वो भी हमें पता है, तो the last term an is equal to 31. Now further I have last term की फॉर्मूला क्या होती है, an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Now we'll substitute the value. an मतलब last term हमारा है 31, first term a which is 1, n हमें पता नहीं है नंबर ऑफ टर्म्स, तो n minus 1, and difference d also we don't know, so I write the difference d as d only. Now this plus 1 from the right side I bring it to the left, so 31 minus 1, so that is 30. So 30 is equal to n minus 1 into d. Now total how many terms I am talking about, ये जो 31 है वो कौन सा टर्म है, तो इट इज m प्लस 2th टर्म. m प्लस 2th टर्म क्यों, क्योंकि m टर्म्स को हमने 1 और 31 के बीच में डाला तो टोटली m+2 यानी कि m+2 टर्म्स है, तो लास्ट टर्म इज 31, तो 31 इज m+2th टर्म। तो यहाँ n की जगह पे, इधर क्वेश्चन में n की जगह पे आई राइट m+2, तो m+2 एंड दिस -1 एंड इंटू d, तो 2 - 1 इज 1 यानी कि m+1 इंटू d। तो देयरफॉर इफ आई क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई दिस m+1 अंडर 30, तो आई विल गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ d एज 30 अपॉन m+1। तो d I calculated this value of d, the d value became 30 upon m+1. Now, question talks about the 7th term and m-1th term. Okay, any formula में an is a plus n-1 into d. So over here, a7 I have written it as a plus 7d. Now you may say that, madam, how a7 is 7d over here? So over here, let me see, according to my question, 1 is the first term, a1 is the second term, a2 is the third term, a3 is the fourth term, a4 is the fifth term, a5, a6 ऐसे करके a7, तो a7 कौन सा टर्म होगा? तो a7 will be actually the 8th term, तो a7 is the 8th term, तो according to that a7 will be equal to a plus 8 minus 1 into d, that is a plus 7d, तो a7 is a plus 7d। मैं d की वैल्यू यहाँ सब्सटीट्यूट करूँगी, तो इंस्टेड ऑफ d आई राइट 30 अपॉन m+1, तो a यानी कि 1 प्लस 7 इंटू d की जगह पे आई विल राइट वैल्यू ऑफ d विच इज 30 अपॉन m+1। तो अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट आई टेक LCM, तो दिस 1 cross multiplies with m+1 and therefore 1 into m+1 is m+1 and plus 7 into 30. 7 into 30 will become 210. So 210 plus 1. So therefore a7 becomes this m plus 210 plus 1 यानी कि 211 the whole upon m+1. This is the value of a7. Now further I go to am-1th term. तो am-1 यानी कि फॉर्मूला के अंदर a plus this will become m-1d. Why? Because a7 was a plus 7d, a8 was a plus 8d, a9 is a plus 9d. So am-1 will be a plus m-1 into d. So that is 1, a is the value is 1 plus m-1 into d. The value of d is 30 upon m+1. Now cross multiply and take LCM. तो 1 into m+1 यानी कि it is m+1, then plus this 30 I multiply with both m-1. तो 30m and 30 into -1 is -30 and the whole upon, I took the LCM, to the whole upon m+1. Now m and 30m, the total will become 31m. And -30 and +1 will become -29. So 31m minus 29 upon m+1. So now over here I have to take ratio of 7th term and m-1th term. So a7 upon am-1 is equal to, they have said that this ratio of a7 and am-1 is 5 upon 9. They have given us that it is 5 upon 9. Now I'll put values of both of them. तो A7 की वैल्यू थी m plus 211 upon m plus 1 and am minus 1 की वैल्यू थी 31m minus 29 upon m plus 1. m plus 1 दोनों डिनोमिनेटर्स में से कैंसिल हो जाएगा and that is equal to 5 upon 9. Now I cross multiply 9 and this term over here. So further it will appear like this. So I have m plus 211 upon 31m minus 29 is equal to 5 by 9. Cross multiply. So 9 you cross multiply with m and 211. So you get 9m plus 1899 is equal to this 5 you cross multiply with both these terms. So 5 into 31 is 155 and 5 into 29 is 145. So this I have 155m minus 145. Now what I do is I collect m terms on one side and numbers on the another side. So 159 minus 9, 155 minus 9 gives 146m and 1899 plus 145 gives 2044. So m ka value would be 2044 upon cross multiply this, that is 146, and 146 and 2044 will cancel with 14. So 146 ones are and 146 14s are is 2044. So I get the value of m as 14. Okay, now we go to the next question, that is 17th question. Now 17th question deals that you are initially having the first installment for 100 rupees. The first installment is of 100 rupees and every time you increase 5 rupees in your installment. So the difference D is 5 rupees and I have to find how much is the amount in the 30th installment. मुझे 30 installments का total नहीं चाहिए. I want which is the 30th installment. यानी कि 30th term I want to find. यानी कि I want to calculate A30. So now I use the formula AN is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D, and A is 100. The first term was 100, first installment. Then 30 installments I want to talk about. So n is 30, 30 minus 1 which is 29, and difference every time in the installment increases by 5. So therefore 29 into 5 is 145 plus 100. तो जो 30th installment होगा that will be of 245 rupees. So 30th installment will be for 245 rupees. Let's go to the next question. Now, question 18. We are talking about a polygon. Now, talking about polygon. Polygon is an n-sided figure. We don't know the number of sides in the polygon. We are supposed to find out कि polygon में कितनी sides है अंदर, that we are supposed to find out. It is given that interior angle of the polygon, that is internal angle in the polygon, the first angle we are going to talk as the first angle of the polygon is 120, and after that every angle increases by 5. Every angle increases by 5. So the first interior angle inside the polygon is 120, and every time the angle value increases by 5. Now, sum of all interior angles in an n-sided polygon. This is a formula which you are supposed to remember. Sum of all interior angles inside an n-sided polygon is given by sum of the interior angles is given by n minus 2 into 180. So this is Sn, sum of all interior angle. So Sn is n minus 2, the number of sides in a polygon, minus 2 into 180. अब Sn की formula we all know that it is n upon 2 in the bracket 2a plus n minus 1 into difference d. Now we start with n तो हमें पता नहीं है, तो n upon 2 into 2 into a. A is 120 as discussed in the question. So 2 into 120 plus n minus 1 into difference d. Every time the angle difference is 5. So n minus 1 into 5, that is equal to sum of all these angles ki formula, that is equal to, for an polygon, this formula is written by n minus 2 into 180. So therefore Sn is equal to n minus 2 into 180. This 2 which I have, I cross multiply with the term here. So 180, I cross multiply with this 2. So 2 into this 180 gives me 360. So 360 into n minus 2. In over here I have n which is outside. So n outside, 2 into 120. So 2 into 120 is 240 plus n minus 1. So 5 multiplied by n minus 1. So 5n minus 5, that is equal to 360 minus 2. Now this n we multiply to the bracket inside. Now 240 minus 5. So 240 minus 5 will be 235. This 235 multiply by n. So therefore this we have left it as it is, that is 5n plus 235, and that is 360 you multiply with n minus 2. So 360 into n is 360n minus 360 into 2 is 720. Now we open the bracket here, n into 5n is 5n square, n into 235 is 235n. This plus 360n we bring it to the left as minus 360n, and minus 720 from right comes to the left and becomes plus 720, and that is equal to 0. Now 360 minus 360 minus 235, that gives me minus 125n. So 5n square minus 125n plus 720 is equal to 0. Now divide the full expression by 5. So 5 we divide, so n square, this 125 upon 5 gives me 25, and 720 upon 5 gives me 144. अब 144 के factors लेने हैं, so that when you multiply you get 144, and when you add or subtract you get minus 25. So factors of that would be minus 16 and minus 9. If I add minus 16 and minus 9, I get minus 25. And if I multiply minus 16 with minus 9, I get plus 144. Now पहले दो से कॉमन ले लो, तो पहले दो से अगर हम कॉमन लेते हैं तो n is removed out common, and in the bracket I have n minus 16. अब next two terms जो है उसमें से अगर हम minus 9 कॉमन लेते हैं तो again in the bracket I have n minus 16. Now n minus 16 the bracket is common, और यहाँ से n बचा, यहाँ से minus 9 बचा, तो therefore n minus 16 into n minus 9 is equal to 0. तो n की मुझे दो वैल्यूज मिले, I get n is equal to 16 or n is equal to 9. It cannot be two ways. It cannot happen that it is a 16-sided polygon or it is a 9-sided polygon. दोनों possibility नहीं चलेगी. तो now I check for n is equal to 16. अगर मैं n is equal to 16 के लिए लास्ट टर्म फाइंड आउट करती हूँ तो a16 विल बिकम a प्लस 16 माइनस 1 यानी कि 15d, and that is A was, your first angle was 120, difference was 5, so 15 into 5 is 75, 75 plus 120 gives 195. ये जो कोई भी एंगल आता है वो इंटीरियर एंगल है, और इंटीरियर एंगल कभी भी 180 से बड़ा नहीं होना चाहिए. तो इफ वी टेक n as 16, if we take n as 16, I am getting the 16th angle as 195, which is greater than 180. So this is not possible. So under n is equal to 16, I write it is not possible, as A16 is coming as 195, which is greater than 180. So this means that n is equal to 9. This means n is equal to 9. So therefore the polygon has 9 sides. Therefore we say that the polygon has 9 sides. Here we finish with our exercise 9.2. Now we go to the next topic, which is a geometric progression. So geometric progression में how would you recognize that it is a geometric progression? So a sequence A1, A2, A3 dot 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 up to AN is a geometric progression if for each non-zero term the ratio of the term upon its previous term, the ratio remains R, which is a constant for any k greater than or equal to 1. If such a thing happens, then I say that it is a geometric progression. For example, can we write one nice example? Yes. Let us see. I write 2, then I write 4, then now 4 upon 2 is 2. Now I write 8. 8 upon 4 is 2. Now I write 16. 16 upon 8 is 2, and comma dot 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 dot. So every time any term upon its previous term, the answer must be same. 4 upon 2 is 2. 8 upon 4 is 2. 16 upon 8 is 2. Then same way you can have 32, then 64, and so on and on. So every time the ratio is constant. Ratio of what? Any term upon its previous term. The ratio is always constant. If it is so, then such a sequence is called as a geometric sequence. Now, जैसे आप AP के अंदर फॉर्मूला यूज करते थे कि nth टर्म ऑफ एन AP इज A प्लस n माइनस 1 इंटू डी, यहाँ पर ज्योमेट्रिक प्रोग्रेशन के अंदर nth टर्म की फॉर्मूला होगी an इज इक्वल टू A इंटू r रेज टू n माइनस 1, where A is the first term of the sequence, r is the common ratio, and n is the number of terms in the sequence. तो AP में क्या था? an was A plus n minus 1 into d, and GP में वो क्या होगा? GP में nth term will be A into r raised to n minus 1. Now, जैसे sum of n terms in an arithmetic progression, Sn was n upon 2 in the bracket 2a plus n minus 1 into d. जैसे वो Sn की फॉर्मूला थी n upon 2 वाली, वैसे यहाँ पर आपको एक फिक्स्ड फॉर्मूला होनी चाहिए टू फाइंड सम ऑफ n टर्म्स. एंड सम ऑफ n टर्म्स में इफ द कॉमन रेशियो r is less than 1, so the formula used for sum of n terms will be a in the bracket 1 minus r raised to n upon 1 minus r. क्योंकि r जो है वो 1 से छोटा है, तो therefore we'll have 1 minus r and 1 minus r raised to n. लेकिन अगर आपका कॉमन रेशियो r 1 से बड़ा है, it is greater than 1, then in that case Sn will be a into r raised to n minus 1 upon r minus 1. एंड लास्टली एरिथमेटिक मीन की फॉर्मूला क्या थी? अगर दो नंबर्स है a एंड b तो एरिथमेटिक मीन इज a प्लस बी अपॉन 2 एंड ज्योमेट्रिक मीन की फॉर्मूला है अंडर रूट ऑफ a इंटू b. Now next session when we meet, we shall continue further with sums based on this exercise or next exercise, which is on the formulas of geometric progression. Till that, you can just refer to all these formulas and keep yourself ready. Thank you. We shall meet next time.